Chad Ike's Courage Barbell. I'm not going to lie to you. My narcolepsy's fucking messing with me right now, and I'm really exhausted, but I still want to get this video made for you guys because it's something I see get messed up so much. I've done a bracing video. You should go back and watch it if you haven't. It was very thorough, but people still can't seem to grasp the concept of actually expanding their midsection midsection, and actually pushing it out 360 degrees. And there's a lot more to bracing than just pushing out. But this is a part where I see a lot of people get really stuck and they can't go and expand. And you can feel, I have people push on my back and I'll brace. And yeah, it doesn't pop out as much as my front because I have a spine. But it's still, you can feel it expand and push 360 degrees. So I see a lot of people that can't push against their belt, or they start to push against their belt, then they suck it back in because they're not used to pushing out. So this was an exercise I came up with a long time ago. It's worked great for everybody I've had do it. It teaches you how to actually push out, and you get to kind of feel that pressure that's building. So I call these supine ab push-outs, and basically you're going to lay on the ground in a sit-up position. You're going to put a weight on top of your belly, and you're going to push it up and down. I will admit that this is way easier if you have a partner, because then you can just put your hands here and here and go, this is where I want the dumbbell, right here. And you want it on the biggest portion of your abs. We even got to the point where we were having partners. We would put a bench or something where they could balance themselves, and then you would put one foot on their stomach and stand on them, and they would raise you up and down. And I would say that's the goal. When you can do sets of 10 with a 200-pound person, your base is probably getting pretty good as long as you're executing all the other parts of it correctly. So let's just jump into it, and I'll demonstrate and show you guys what I'm talking about. As I said, this is a lot easier to do where you can just get in position, have a partner go here, right here. I want that dumbbell right in between here. And he can set it down and guide it while you're doing the exercise. I don't have a partner. I train by myself a lot of times. So this is the best way I came up with to lift a heavy dumbbell. You can also do it with, like, say if you're up to a 100-pound plate, you can have a plate next to you and it's easy enough to pick up and set right on top of you. I just happen to like the dumbbell because it displaces more pressure on my belly. So I'm going to grab the dumbbell right here, lift it up, change my grip. I'm going to put it on my belly. Then I'm going to let it drop down as far as I can. Push up as far as I can. Down. Now, when you first start, you're probably not going to be thinking about your breathing too much, which is okay. Just work on being able to push. What's actually pushing you up is dropping your diaphragm down to your pelvic floor. As you get going, we want to work on breathing in and pushing out. Also, if you're lazy like me and say you do one set and you're like, I don't feel like screw it, putting it down, just set this on your chest and work on your belly breathing, because now you have 100 pounds holding your chest in position, and it makes it a little easier to focus. On using that diaphragm to push down and push your organs out of the way so that your lungs can expand. And this will help a lot if you're that person that shrugs your shoulders up and then tries to brace, because that's not even actually bracing. So then I'll take this down, get it on my belly, and I'm going to try to roll my shoulders back. Last time I was up a little bit like this. This time I want to make sure I got my shoulders back. It's easier to stay up here, but it's actually better if you can keep your shoulders on the ground. don't worry. You're probably going to have a little gas. So just fucking embrace it. As with everything, it's really not that complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. This is a simple exercise, but you do need to execute it. You need to do it with intent. You need to focus on expanding 360 degrees and pushing that dumbbell up. Not by using your body, not by trying to do a crunch, but literally by just trying to go. And don't worry about the weight. Start with the weight that you can do and gradually build up. I like to use these in, say, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 12. And then on the last rep, I always try to hold it as far out as I can for maybe another 10 count. What's really good is when you have a partner, to have a partner there going, come on, further, push it out, push it out, push it. Because you get so tired, you just want to let it sink back in. And you got somebody yelling at you to go, just keep trying to push it out and push it out. And you should feel some pressure. Like I get pressure through my shoulder blades. I still don't know exactly why. But this is a really good exercise to do. Quite honestly, which I say ironically because I always am honest, I can't remember the last time I actually did these. We did them a lot in the early part of my powerlifting career, and it just seemed like my brace got better, and I was able to just work on my brace with my regular lifting and never needed to really focus too much on it. I had good control of it. Probably something for me to start throwing in from time to time again, especially if I have somebody here to stand on me so I can get a lot more weight on there. But great exercise. It's going to help with your cueing. It's going to help you learn to push into that belt. I want you pushing into that belt so much that the next day you're actually sore where you were pushing into that belt. You're pushing so hard. So please like this channel, share this video. You know, if you know some guys that need this, share the video with them. Hopefully they can look at it and get better. If you're on a team and you have teammates, send them this video. Please click the subscribe button, link button, I don't know, whatever the hell them buttons are. Click some shit and follow this channel. It'll help out a bunch. Check out Chad Ikes on Instagram. I post a bunch of videos on there. Check out Courage Barbell Unlimited podcast. I'm getting all these things confused. I'm tired. Yeah, check that out. Go to couragebarbell.com. Buy some apparel. That helps the channel out. I got a bunch more things coming on this year, but like everything in life, sometimes you hit these roadblocks that slow the process down, but who gives a shit? I'm going to keep going anyway. So look for much bigger, better, expanded things coming up in the future. And for now, I'm out of here.